This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Well, a good Sunday morning to you. We're starting off the morning with a somber mood. We're taking a live look inside the Enterprise Center. Today is the annual Clayton 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb. They're just getting things started right now. We just saw firefighters suiting up, and we're going to check in with them in our next half hour to learn more about how the event supports our first responders. They're going to have a great turnout, and it's all for a great cause. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Sunday, September 10th. I'm Sydney Stallworth, and Gary Frank is in for Tracy Henson.
Yeah,
Welcome
good morning.
in, Gary.
Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having a good day. You know, nice morning for it. We've started off in the 50s and even 40s in some cases. It's those nice,
my
cool
goodness.
fall mornings, but we warm up quickly. And these are the nice little Goldilocks period before it gets too cold for us.
Cold.
You know, we're not just there
Yeah.
yet. We're enjoying the first part of the day here. As we look outside, though, quiet conditions, a little bit of light haze outside, and otherwise it is quiet. Temps started off in the 50s in many spots, right around 60 in the city. And here's where we are already. We're back in the mid-60s, 65 St. Charles, Edwardsville, 66 in Afton. You know, big picture shows that, you know, there's not much of a change region-wide. There's no impending big cold front just yet. And I think there will be a change over the next 36 to 48 hours. But as far as precipitation, it's running into dry air. So there are a few clouds outside, but overall, this is going to be a pretty quiet period for the next couple of days as we're maybe looking ahead to our next chance for rain over the next 36 hours. Otherwise, by noon, we're in the mid-70s. It's excellent outside. We're in the low to mid-80s the rest of the afternoon and evening, but we'll continue to monitor the progress of a cold front, which arrives in the next 36 hours. How it will impact us and what our chances for rain look like, not only the next 36 hours, but over the next week.
All right, thank you so much, Gary. This morning, all lanes of westbound Interstate 70 are back open after a deadly crash. It happened just before 4 a.m. at Salisbury, shutting down lanes for a few hours. We brought this to you as breaking news. Now, so far, all we know about the circumstances is that 3 vehicles were involved and 1 person died. We're going to continue to work to learn more about this. Also this morning, a woman is searching for answers and justice for her husband's murder. He was shot and killed Thursday while on the job. Our Diamond Palmer sat down with his widow.
Less than a year ago, Krista Jones was celebrating her new marriage with Jesse Jones. But Thursday, she became a widow.
It makes you lose a little bit of faith in humanity.
Jones says her husband operated JJ's Towing and Recovery, and he'd done so since 2017. Thursday afternoon in the 5900 block of Hamilton Terrace in North St. Louis, Jesse was called to repossess a woman's car who was also in the process of moving. Jones describes the situation as her husband just trying to be a helping hand.
I said, well, come on, hop in. I'll drive you wherever we need to go, and then I'll help you unload. And that's what he did. And unfortunately, it was to his demise this time.
Jones knew something was wrong after Jesse quit answering his phone. The 45-year-old father was found shot in the left arm and was not breathing when police arrived. Saturday, the circuit attorney's office charged Dwayne Davis with first-degree murder, robbery, armed criminal action, and unlawful possession of a firearm.
The next and last time that I will ever see him will be to release him to the morgue so he will be cremated.
Through the pain of losing her husband and best friend, Jones is supported by family. She says she also hurts for the people on the other side of this tragedy.
We're not the only victims, and my heart goes out to them because, in a sense, they've lost something too.
Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Now, Jones tells 5 on your side she plans to reach out to the suspect's family because she understands that they're dealing with loss as well. Police ask anyone with any information to call the Homicide Division directly, and that number is there on your screen. It's 314-444-5371. Today is also World Suicide Prevention Day. The day is meant to draw attention to the issue, reduce stigma, and raise awareness of resources for those struggling. The statistics are sobering and sad. Globally, about 700,000 people take their own life each year. Right now, there's a new documentary that's out called Wake Up, Stories from the Front Lines of Suicide Prevention. Two St. Louisans created the film after losing 2 classmates to suicide while studying at Mizzou. Wake Up is now streaming on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and on YouTube. Now, if you or anyone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, you can call the 988 Crisis Helpline for support and to get mental health resources. Today, there's a candlelight vigil and balloon release for the 3 Ladue High School students killed in a car crash early Wednesday morning. It's this evening at 5 at Stacy Park in Olivet. GoFundMe campaigns have been started to cover funeral expenses for some of the families, and you can find those links in this story. Just look under the As Seen on TV tab of KSDK.com. Right now, hundreds of military promotions are on hold. Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville has been blocking the Senate from calling the vote. He says he'll continue to hold off because of the Pentagon's abortion policy. The Pentagon announced late last year that they will help troops seeking abortion with their travel fees. Tuberville's actions are gaining reaction from his fellow senators and some of the country's top military officials. Navy Secretary Carlos Del Toro shares his distaste for the holdup, saying in part, quote, "This is having a real negative impact, and we will continue to have a real negative impact on our combat readiness." On this week's episode of The Record, both Senator Eric Schmitt and Senator Tammy Duckworth gave their take on the delay.
It's a reaction to the Biden administration taking the unprecedented act, the illegal act. It's not happened before for taxpayer-funded abortion services. So this can all change if the Biden administration reverses course. The other thing they could do is Chuck Schumer can take up each one of these nominations himself. He's chosen not to do that.
And it's bizarre when someone claims to put America first, but then turns around and says, unless I get my way in political issues, I'm going to make it harder to keep our military productive and our nation safe, which is what Tommy Tuberville is doing. He's endangering our national security for a political agenda of his.
Tuberville has delayed the confirmations of more than 300 top military nominees. We've got the full interviews with Senator Schmitt and Duckworth online at KSDK.com. You can do that or just text the word RECORD to 314-425-5355 to watch.